2304. Oh, and the frosted lemonade. You got to try this rascal. This thing is good. And so we got those going on right now. The Smokehouse barbecue chicken was gone on Saturday, so that we replaced that. Tomorrow night is going to be the Sips and Dips. Going to tell you all about that as we're here broadcasting live. So good morning. Thanks for being with us. A couple of birthdays today. Happy birthday to Michael J. Fox having a birthday, 64. Also, Johnny Depp. His name is movies. Oh, what was his movies? The Curse of the Black Pearl. Oh, gosh. I can see him. Anyway, he's having a birthday, 64. Michael J. Fox, 64. Johnny Depp is 62. Dick Vitale having a birthday today. He is 86 years old. Those are some of the birthdays again on this Monday. Jamie Daly from the bluegrass group Daly and Vincent having a birthday. He is 50 today. So there's a couple of birthdays. Storms and thunderstorms of Storm Tracker Psychers here. We'll let him talk about that coming up. We got lots going on in sports, the college sports, in my opinion. We'll talk about that. Evan Carter, big day yesterday for the Rangers. Huge day. Home run and a double. Drove in several. We'll talk about that for Evan Carter playing center field with the Rangers. Big day yesterday for Evan. That's great. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball. Also, some college football news. Also, we got a flag football league starting here in the Tri-Cities, which is really cool. We'll talk about that. And, of course, the College World Series. 7 out of the 8 teams are set for the College World Series coming up this weekend in Omaha. Tennessee obviously is not one of those. We'll talk about that and also set the field for who's going to be playing who in the different brackets for the College World Series in Omaha. All that and a whole lot more. So here we go, national anthem time. Who gets to do it today? Who do we call on today to croon a little bit? How about, yeah, we like to hear this guy do it. Chris Stapleton, national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad strides and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular amongst birds singing out, yeah, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 2304. You see the countdown up there. It's getting ever so closer, obviously. That would be kind of a given, Tom, but it is. 74 days, 4 hours, 18 minutes, and 34 seconds and counting. Jonathan Morton, where have you been? Gosh, I thought I've lost this guy. I haven't heard from him for a while. So where's my buddy Jonathan? He's here. He's back, and it's good. Hello, Axel Steinchip will be tomorrow at the Jewelers Bench helping out with Father's Day. Got Father's Day coming up on Sunday. Dads like jewelry, and we'll talk about that tomorrow with our buddy Sherry, of course. Wednesday will be at Cannon's Final Home Furnishings. They, too, are having a Father's Day sale going on at Cannon's Furniture. We'll tell you what's out there for Dad for Father's Day. Thursday will be at Duck Crossing, the great antique store downtown. Looking forward to being there. And then Friday we'll wrap up the weekend. And we're going to be at Food City, of course. And that's what our schedule is for this week. So today here we're Chick-fil-A. Again, the peach. Oh, yeah. I thought the dragon fruit was good. This is better. I'm just telling you. It's got chunks of peach in it. It's like a Frosty. Oh, this is really like a smoothie, really. It's a frosted peach lemonade. Smoking good. Just came out today. Let me get another sip. 10 plus 10, as Carrie would say. 100%. Good stuff. All right. Hello, Billy Chenault. How you doing? Let's break this down and see what's going on with this. This is nuts. House and NCAA settlement officially ratified on Friday. Claudia Wilkin, United States District Court. This will be her signature. This is what she's going to be remembered for this ruling, because it's going to change college sports as we know it, no question. How the players going to get paid? All right, we're going to run down some of these for you. Colleges will be able to opt into revenue sharing with athletes starting July 1st in a couple of weeks. Athletic departments will be allowed to use their own funds to pay players, with a cap expected to hover around $20 million annually per school. That figure is intended to cover all athlete compensation across varsity sports. Well, you know as well as I do, the smaller sports ain't going to get that money. And you know that they can blow smoke all they want to blow. But a volleyball player versus a football player, a swimmer versus a basketball player, ain't happening. I'm just telling you. They may get some crumbs or whatever. They're going to pay the guys that are bringing in the people to watch the games. It's real simple. And if they tell you anything else, they're lying through their teeth. I'll just take point blank, because they can't do it. And so they're going to take care of those that generate the revenue for the school. It's real simple. But I think they're coming across with smoke and mirrors trying to make us think, us, the general public, wow, it's going to be all good and everybody's going to get paid. No, they're not. So, case in point, the Big East, who has no football teams. Okay? Who gets the bulk of that money? Well, it's basketball, because there are no football teams. That's more for them, sure. More distribution for the schools, other sports, sure. So going forward as a recruit, where you want to go? Well, I'm going to get more chance to get more money when I go to a non-football school, because the football schools eat up most of that money. It's going to be doled out. So, all right, number represents approximately 22% of average athletic department revenue. I don't know what that means. The cap starts right around $20.5 million per school. Could go up to 33 in the next decade. Let's start with 20.5. That's enough. Who all has it out there? Hello, Kayla Adams. That's a brand new name. Thank you, lady, for watching. Who has $20.5 million? The big boys do. Do the other schools do? I don't think so. I don't think everybody has $20.5 million. So there's a few guidelines in place how this money should be distributed across the sports. More than 70% of the funding, around $15 million out of the 20, will go to football and power conference schools. Okay. Individual schools have the discretion to allocate funds as they choose. For example, Kentucky or UConn could decide to spend half of their budget on men's basketball. Non-football schools in conferences like I just mentioned, the Big East, could gain a major advantage when funding other programs. So if I'm a basketball recruit, where am I going to go? I'm going to go to a school that has football too. I'm going to go to a school that has basketball, because I'll get more cut of the pie. Well, exactly, that's where we're going to go. That's where I would go, not where you would go. That's where I would go. Then you got Title IX. Will factor into the model too. Some of the funding will be directed towards women's sports, but I just read to you 70% of the funding will go towards football. The other 30% will be distributed women's sports, who's going to get their cut, and they should. The minor sports would be track, swimming, cross country, wrestling, volleyball, softball, baseball. They're all going to put their hands out and get to dip their hands in the till. It ain't going to work. I'm just telling you. I don't see how it's going to work. But they didn't ask me, and I'm just reporting. You draw your own conclusions. But there's a whole lot of people with their hands out trying to get $20 million. And then you take the schools who don't have $20 million. I mean, Tennessee's got it. Sure, I'm going to use them as an example. Alabama, the big boys do. Does Missouri? I don't know. Does Vanderbilt? You would think so, but I don't know. Take some of the smaller schools in these other conferences. Does Virginia Tech have it? I don't know. But And if they don't have it, and the guy down the street does have it, guess where they're going to go? They're going to go down the street. You can't blame them because it's becoming, it absolutely, as of Friday afternoon, became the wild, wild west. No question. Which schools will be eligible? Big 12, Big 10, SEC have all confirmed they will pay out the full $20 million rev share each season. AAC, the AAC conference is requiring schools to rev share $10 million with their athletes over the next 3 years. So they don't have the money. So right there's you a linchpin right out of the chute. AAC says we're going to make you share $10 million. We ain't got $20 million, but the big boys do. So who's going to get? The rich going to get richer is what this all comes down to. Who will administer the new sport? Power 4 conferences will take over regulation enforcement of player compensation issues. Then you go, can a player still sign NIL contracts? The new agreement will allow players to sign outside contracts. The new wrinkle requires NIL contracts. They're going to pay me, I'll use this Chick-fil-A, they're going to pay me $1,000 a month, come over and talk about peach milkshakes. Okay. To do that, it's got to go through a clearinghouse run by a company to ensure fair market value based on actual endorsement. For example, an offensive lineman could potentially make six figures in the NIL era. While they're still allowed to do that with a revenue-sharing contract, future contracts expected to be far more stringent. So you best be getting them while you can. Cooper Flagg at Duke, $28 million. His brand value would be considered high for Duke, which would allow the school to pay him for an endorsement without pulling from their revenue-sharing money. See, it just gets real murky and muddy. So, will revenue-sharing contracts be binding? There's another big question. See, it goes on and on and on. She stroked that pen, that judge, and I know things been going back and forth for over a year. But it's like throwing a rock in a pond or up here in Watauga Lake and watch it ripple, because that's what we're doing. We're going to see ripple effects all across. So Title IX, you have a young lady who's an outstanding basketball player who's not getting the money she thinks she needs to get. The next Caton Clark is case in point that she's not going to get the money because she's at a football school, and they get, as it said, 70% of the revenues will go to football. And that's when we pick up the phone and call an attorney and say, you know, I need my cut of the action, because women's basketball is just as important, and it is, except it doesn't click the turnstiles like the big boy sports do. It's real simple. So stay tuned. I just hit the high spots. There's more to it. There's all this going on right here. So I'm going to get some other folks in this week to weigh in on this, but I don't think it's going to work. It can't possibly work, but they've done it. It is what it is. We play the cards dealt when you're at the card table, and you play Uno, and you play the hand you get, and that's what you got. So we'll see. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to fly. I think the minor sports are going to take a hit. Football is going to be king. The SEC and the Big Ten are going to get even bigger and stronger because they got the money and the wherewithal to go get it. They got the television money. They've got the $20 million. We all said the Big Ten and the SEC, all those schools said, yep, we're going to come up with that $20 million. Then you turn around, those schools will be tapping into more from their boosters to say, can you help us out? Make sure Tom Little doesn't go down the street to XYZ school. We'll keep him in our place. So, and as a coach I talked to, Coach Robinson said last week, not only do you coach even an NAIA level, you recruit them at Milligan, and once you get them, you got to keep them. You keep recruiting them almost every week to make sure they don't get mad or upset or whatever and bolt to another school. So you recruit to get them, and you recruit to keep them. All because of, there you go. So stay tuned. And so, the fallout continues. There's some folks for this, but there's a lot of folks out there have been reading over the weekend that are very much against what happened. And you can't, it's out there. You're not going to rewind the tape. Can't put this wagon in reverse because there ain't no place to go. Tom Taylor Sports Show on the road at Chick-fil-A. The peach milkshake is back. Yeah. The frosted peach lemonade is smoking good. I've got one over here. They just started them today. Tomorrow, the sips and dips from 5 till 7. Come check out the Taste of Summer tomorrow night. Got a bunch of activities going on here. It's all free. Get a chance to sample the peach milkshake and the peach frosted lemonade tomorrow night. Also, you're going to be able to try the strips of all the sauces and vote for your favorite sauce. All this tomorrow night. How's it going, man? all tomorrow night from 5 till 7. It's called Sips and Dips here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton only. And that's going to be cool. But today, the milkshake's out. Peach milkshake rolled out today, and the peach frosted lemonade. Quick break. We'll be right back after this from the Eagle Center. Eagle Center. We'll be right back after this. Show number 2304. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball. Coming up, Andrew will join us from Northeast Community Credit Union. And Major League Baseball, Evan Carter from Elizabethton. Big game last night. Huge. Love it. He's back, and it's good to see. We'll join him, or he won't join us. We'll take a look at the Texas Rangers and all of Major League Baseball next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Center, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tammy Troutman. A lot of antique stores out there. Why come to the Eagle Center?
Oh my goodness, there are so many reasons to come and visit the Eagle Center. We have wonderful vendors, nearly 50 vendors who have the best merchandise. They hunt, they pick, they're always changing it out, keeping it clean and fresh and new and interesting, and we have wonderful vendors.
Yes, you do. And we're going into the spring, and we're in spring and summer. Great time coming down downtown Elizabeth and shop here because the inventory changes all the time.
Yes, it does, and we have air conditioning, so you can come in, cool off, look at things, browse. We have 2 levels of just about everything you could think of.
Gift certificates?
We have gift certificates available. We have layaway available.
Yep, you can do those. Get a gift certificate. They can come back and get what they want when they want, or do a layaway for down the road, even into the holidays. You can do that. It's all right here. The hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5 every single day except for Sunday.
Mm-hmm. And where do we find you on social media?
We're on Eagle Center Co-op on Facebook, and then Eagle Center Antiques on Instagram.
And the phone number we have to call to find out,
The
talk
phone
to
number
you?
is 542-6674.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and on Cyclone Sports, the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells, officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie is delicious.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show number 2,304. We clicked off 2,300 last week, moving to 2,400 now. And so we're on our way to that next plateau. Evan Carter, yesterday, big day for the Rangers. Oh, yes, 3 for 4, a home run. Drove into, scored a run, and hit a double and a homer. And as we said, drove in an RBI. Had 2 RBIs. And so Evan Carter and the Rangers get a big win yesterday. So great to see our guy from Elizabethton get that and do a wonderful job yesterday for the Rangers. Texas, let's see where they play today. They playing today. They're traveling today. Let's set the schedule for today. The Braves, not good. They've been swept by the Giants. They have not won a game in California this year. They lost to the Giants, Padres, and the Dodgers, all in California. They move on to Milwaukee. Chris Sale's having a year. He'll be on the mound tonight against Savale for the Milwaukee Brewers, who won 7 out of 10. They've got a good thing going. So the Braves will try and change that up tonight in Milwaukee. The Reds are other regional team in Cleveland tonight. Really good matchup in the West. The Dodgers and the Padres go head-to-head. Pavetta against May tonight in that ball game in San Diego. Between the Dodgers and the Padres, we'll give you the standings in a minute. Reds will be at Cleveland, Miami at Pittsburgh, the Cubs in Philadelphia, pretty good matchup. In Philly, Tampa Bay at Boston. Toronto will be in St. Louis to battle the Cardinals starting tonight. The Angels hosting the A's, and Seattle will be at Arizona in Major League Baseball. Again, Evan Carter, big day yesterday, as we said, which is awesome. Well, not long ago, he was at AAA trying to get healed up, and he's healed up. And we want him to stay healed up. 3 for 4 with a homer, a double, and drove in 2 and scored a run. That's awesome. Of course, obviously he scored a run, hitting, touching home plate with that home run ball. So good stuff for Evan Carter yesterday. Here's your standings. First off, to start the week in the American League, the Yankees lead the Rays by 4.5. The Rays have won 7 out of 10. The Blue Jays have caught fire. They've won 8 out of 10. And the Orioles, although they're in the cellar, they've won 7 out of 10, starting to make some noise a little bit. But the Rays chasing the Yankees in the East. In the Central, the Tigers lead the Twins by 7 games. The Guardians are 7.5 out. Hello, Junior. How you doing? Good Sunday school lesson yesterday, son. In the West, Houston leading the Mariners by 2.5. In the National League, the Mets lead the Phillies. The Mets are red hot. They've won 3 in a row, 8 out of 10. The Phillies are not hot. They've lost 5 in a row, 9 out of 10. They're struggling. But they're still in second place, 4.5 out. And the gap is widening because the Nationals are 11.5 back. The Braves are 14 games out now. They've lost 7 in a row. And there's something. This is a news flash statement. There's something wrong with this baseball team. I don't know what it is. But I don't know. I haven't played the game and been on teams that have done good and teams that have not done good. Sometimes what's in the locker room carries to the field. I've said that for a week. Everybody's like, "You're trying to start something?" No. I'm just saying there's a reason why they're not playing. There's too much talent to be doing what they're doing. Plain and simple. So they got Strider back, they got Acuna back, and they're still struggling. So Strider and Bryce Elder had a great game Saturday, and they lost that walk-off home run. So it's something's wrong in Atlanta. Boy, that's an earth-shattering statement. I'm glad you told us that. You got it. They're 10 under, 27 and 37. In the Central, the Cubs lead the Cardinals by 4. The Brewers, who the Braves will play tonight, have won 7 out of 10. The Reds have won 3 in a row, and the Pirates have won 3 in a row. But the Cubs lead it by 4 of the Cardinals in the Central. In the West, you've got the Dodgers with a 1-game lead over the Padres and the Giants. Dodgers and Padres go head-to-head tonight, starting at Petco Park. I believe they're playing that one. Let's see. Yep, playing that one in San Diego tonight. The Dodgers and the Padres. And only a game separates the Dodgers and the Padres and the Giants right now. In fact, the Giants have won, they struggled last week. Now they've won 5 in a row and 7 out of 10. So San Francisco, thanks to the Braves being in town, they swept them. Are playing some really good baseball right now. We're live here at Chick-fil-A. Again, the peach milkshakes are out starting today for the summertime. And also the peach frosted lemonade. Oh, it's like a peach smoothie. Even got little chunks of peaches in it. It is awesome. With peach frosted lemonade, that is really, really good. I thought the dragon fruit was good. This is better. So she's here. We're going to talk to her coming up later in the show. We'll take a look at NASCAR, see what happened at Michigan yesterday. Mr. Hamlin gets the checkers. We'll take a look at that and where they're heading next. They're going to Mexico this weekend. They are. Also, we'll take a look at the College World Series. 7 out of the 8 teams are set for Omaha. Tennessee, unfortunately, is not one of those teams. So we'll take a look at that. She's in the house. Get a chance to talk to her. We always like talking to Mrs. DeMoss. She's in the house in Northeast Community Credit Union. We got the Readers and Winners of the Summertime series we'll talk about. I know you don't want to hear it, but Christmas Club, yep. You do want to hear it because you're inside. In fact, let's take a look real quick before we go to the break. I know we're inside of 200 days to Christmas. Let's see what it is here. Let's see what we got. You see the football countdown on the screen. How many days till Christmas Eve, you would ask? I'm glad you did. 198 days till Christmas Eve. So there you go. Yet now's, in all seriousness, a good time to start the Christmas Club account. You see the countdown to Cyclone football on the screen. 74 days, 3 hours, 58 minutes, and 21 seconds. And she is with us, and she joins us coming up next. Tomorrow, we're going to be right here as we're going to let you see where we're going to be tomorrow at the Jewelers Bench. Looking forward to hanging out there tomorrow with our buddy Sherry Holtzclaw in the game because it's Father's Day weekend coming up. Dads Like Jewelry. We'll be there tomorrow to show you what you can get for Dad for Father's Day 2025 from the Jewelers Bench. We're talking to Sherry Holtzclaw, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores out there. Why the Jewelers Bench?
So everything is done in-house. Nothing gets sent out. We do ring sizing, necklace repairs, replace stones, shorten bracelets, necklaces. We repair silver jewelry. There's not a lot of jewelry stores that will repair silver jewelry. So we're one of the ones that do. Occasionally watches, we do some watch repair. Some of it we do have to send that out occasionally, but I'll let you know when I do, so it doesn't go out without you knowing about it.
Watch batteries. They replace a lot of watch batteries. Again,
Every day.
Yes. John Holtzclaw is one of the few jewelry repair people in the area. There's not many of them left, so they do jewelry repair here. Remember that. They ship all over the country. The website is
jewelersbench10.com.
The hours you're open are
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
all right. And social media, where do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is
423-542-5600.
be loyal, buy local. It's a mom and pop store. Been here for a long time here in Elizabethton, serving not just Elizabethton, but the entire Tri-Cities and really anywhere in the country. The Jewelers Bench, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfeld Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. A lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfeld Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Miller Sports Show. We only get her every 4 weeks. So she's here for 4 hours. She ain't going nowhere. Because we get a chance to rotate. By the way, the folks you send over are really, really good. So,
well, good. I knew they would just brighten your day and do a wonderful job.
They're not you, because you're polished. You do this, but what they asked you, what you asked them to come over and do, they did a really good job. So
I agree.
But she's the original. And so we always like to have her on when we can get her, and so she is here. And so Johnny Depp is having a birthday. He's 62 today. That lady over there said he's known for the Pirates of the Caribbean series.
Yeah.
And so when you say Johnny Depp, you think, would that be right?
It would. Okay. That would be my first thought.
Yeah. He's 62. Michael J. Fox from Family Ties, is that the name of that show? I think it was. He's 64. And that's... And then Dick Vitale, the basketball analyst, is having a birthday, who's battling throat cancer, and so far has beaten it. He's 86 today, so it's your birthday. So, what month is your birthday?
October.
Okay, good man. So you got one coming.
Michael J. Fox was also in Back to the Future. Am I right? Now that was my movie.
There you go. I forgot all about that. So
millennials will remember that.
Yeah. And old codgers, as she's trying to say, will remember Family Ties. Okay. So she's been here 2 minutes and fired
The
a shot.
insults
That's good.
are already
That's it.
out.
Done fired a shot. That's good. So glad she came by today. After I was so excited to see her, she's like, "Yeah, the millennials remember that one there, old feller." There you go. Okay. Well, we are so glad she came to see us today. We'll take a break. We'll be right. No, we love having her on the show. There's very few people I'll let dig on me. And if she dig, I'll let her dig on me. It's okay. It's good. So, you having a good spring so far?
So far, if
Yeah.
it would just be beautiful on the weekend, which yesterday was really nice.
It was nice.
It's just really pretty when I'm at work,
Mhm.
and I've not worked on my tan, and it's okay. We'll get there.
Yeah.
And
It's work in progress.
it's just a blessing to wake up this morning. so-
Amen. Amen. Can't top that one. So
That's right.
you look at the new location, old location, new location. The drive-through done, close to being done.
I have
Work in
walked,
progress.
I have walked through it.
Oh,
It is not completed, but
we're close.
it's very close.
Yeah.
The drywall, painting, and
Mhm.
the windows are in. So I'm told, a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks, yep. I love the new lobby at the main branch in behind the high school. Northeast Community Credit Union, love it. Love the, I don't know what the stone wall, whatever it is
That
behind.
stone wall is my favorite.
And me too. I love it. I thought, man, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
That was some good craftsmanship.
Yep, that's East Tennessee right there. Just
Yeah.
a stone wall, nothing fancy, just 2 yards stone wall. I like it. So, anyway, the new location 19E, in behind what was flooded out. Going good, isn't it?
It's going really good. They're up there working, and it's gonna be. I don't have a confirmed kind of time frame on
Mhm.
that, but they're working really fast on that one.
Mhm.
So
So Friday night or Thursday night was opening night at the ballpark place. Or was it Wednesday night?
It was
Thursday night.
Thursday.
Thursday night. We left Bible school, came up the street,
Yeah.
Mill Street, and parked all the way out in the street. Place was packed.
the busiest I have seen it.
Yeah,
Hands down, Kiva and her team.
wonderful job.
They deserve all the praise for that. They just did. They knocked it out of the park.
They
Basically.
did. Had to, because I've never seen them parked out. They
We
were
ran
parked.
out of giveaways.
Yeah. They were actually parked up at Powell's and walking down the hill.
Yeah.
So anyway, the River Riders opening night at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark. Great night. Hello, Arlene Townsend. Hello to Darlene Todd. That's a new name. Thank you for watching. And so the River Riders are traveling now, but that's right over the hill where they are. And so you guys are proud sponsor. Got the pocket schedules at all the branches, right?
We do. We also have tickets, and I just posted on our Facebook page at Northeast Community Credit Union. You can win tickets. The first 20 to reply with the correct answer will receive up to 4 tickets per person, general admission or reserved, but I need to know the exact date if you want reserved. It's first 20, so I'm just kind of, I'm
Yeah.
trying to do both, and
Yeah.
make sure them first 20 get their tickets.
Snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
So I get on that pretty quick if I were you.
We'll be doing trivia throughout the summer, and you'll have your chance. And we gave our members a first rights to those, and now we've opened it up. So keep your eyes and ears open.
I'm at a restaurant in Johnson City last week. Guy comes up and said, "You the guy on that Tom Taylor show?" I said, "Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah, he's." I heard you get them discounts at some of them parks. Where do you get them discount tickets at? I said, "I'm assuming you're saying Northeast Community Credit Union." Yeah. Tell me about that, would you? So I did.
We have them.
And they've got them. So tell them out there again. I can get discount. You don't have to be a member, by the way.
No, you have the option to get up to 4 per person.
Mm-hmm.
Come to our main office behind Elizabeth and High School, and I will have those. And we also have those at the Taylor line or the MSR line, so you can ask one of those sweet ladies or gentlemen up there for your tickets. And we're just we love to give those away because we have so many, and we are the sponsor. So I mean, you got a free entrance in, then you can have more money for your Dippin' Dots and your hot dogs and hamburgers.
So you have discount tickets to Biltmore.
Oh yeah.
You have discount tickets. You don't have to be a member. Come into the main branch here by the high school, right around the corner where we are, and ask for tickets to Biltmore. Get discounted tickets. What's the other attractions?
So actually, it's easier to go on our website and do it electronically.
Oh.
You can do Biltmore Estates, or Dollywood, or Wilderness at the park. Is that the
Wilderness and the
Smoky
Smokies?
Mountain? Yeah.
Wilderness and the Smokies?
Is that
Yeah.
the water park for Dollywood? Yeah.
Yep.
So those 3 attractions, go on our website. You'll find the discounts. Go to the link. You'll have your discounted rate before you actually purchase. If you need a password, we have it. So you can call us or message us.
Mhm.
Click the help button on our website, and someone will also be able to reply to you there.
So I told you wrong. The Dollywood Water Park is Splash Country.
Splash Country. What did I say? Smoky
That's the
Mountain?
Wilderness and the Smokies, which is another one down there. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so
it
Splash
is.
Country,
Splash Country.
Dollywood, and
Biltmore.
Biltmore.
Yes.
You get discount tickets through
Yep.
the credit union, and
We
you don't
used
have to be a
have
member.
Carowinds, but they stopped doing it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever been to Carowinds? Are you an
Oh,
amusement
yeah, I
park
went
girl?
last year.
Oh, really?
Well, I like to go in the experience of just,
People watching.
yeah, not really getting on the rides.
Yeah. Just
I like the food and the lemonades and,
it's. I'll sit here right here, and I'll see you back here in 45 minutes. That's how it works.
I mean, I'm totally cool with sitting there and waiting.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I don't want to stand and wait in line.
No.
I need a fast pass. Like, my patience run thin, especially when it's 100 degrees.
Oh yeah, put it right here. So they're telling me you go to Disney, you got to stand 2 or 3 hours
You do.
for a 5-minute ride.
Mm-hmm.
Not a chance.
And not getting their children to do that. I give it to them.
Yep, I get it. But
That
not,
is nice.
but not this chickadee. So no. So the guy said, "Yeah, waited. What was the ride?" He said he stood for 3 hours. And rode
It's true. They do.
I said, "Well, how long was the ride?" He said, 4 or 5 minutes. It's a typical ride. I said, so that means right now you and I be standing at 11:43. 2:43 we get in the ride. We're standing out in 100-degree weather in Orlando to ride a 5-minute ride.
Yeah.
Ain't happening for
I
this
think
cowboy.
they work on mist machines and cooling options as you're waiting.
Whatever.
But I don't know
just
how
have
you
the
keep the
patience.
children occupied.
No, I don't. How do you keep me occupied?
I
So,
know.
No patience. So anyway, those that do that, that's great. If you want tickets to Dollywood or Biltmore or Splash Country,
Yep.
all you got to do is go to
BeMyCU.org.
Yep.
Go to discounts.
Mm-hmm.
You'll enter your information. You don't have to be a member,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll see the discounted rates. And if you need a password, you can ask us.
There you go. Now, we are doing a new twist to the Readers Are Winners this year. We finished up the regular school year, and Mrs. DeMoss and Carrie said, why don't we do a summertime? Because you got summer camp, summer school, whatever you want to call it. I think it's summer camp. Anyway, it's going on right now for so many weeks in Elizabethton City Schools. And so they said, we're going to do a reading incentive program this summer. Can we continue the Readers Are Winners? And Mrs. DeMoss said, absolutely. So we're
That
going
was
up.
the best idea. She's she's great.
Yeah. So Friday, she and I are going to be up at Westside after the show, and we're going to pass out. Again, they're doing the same thing we did in the regular school year, is the reading for minutes, and we'll give away some whatever inventory got left to reward these youngsters for what they've done. So it's pretty cool. And then you blink. When did you say back to school bash was? July the.
It's going to be the last Saturday in July is the county, July 26th, and then July 29th is a Tuesday for the city this year at Elizabethton High School. I mean, you know how it is. Like, you blink and it's here we go again.
Yeah.
So we've got June and July, and
Boom.
we'll be back.
We're back doing
Teachers in service, all that good stuff.
another year of tour schools and another year of the Readers Are Winners program. So we're very excited about that. So I jokingly said before you sit down over here, we're 198 days till Christmas. We're inside of 200 days. Christmas Club account. It's a no-brainer. I do it. It's so easy to do. Why would you not put money back a little, and here you throw it in there and you forget all about it, and you look up in October, November, and go, wow. I do that every year. I go, wow, I have that much in there? Okay. So tell them how easy it is to start a Christmas Club account.
All you got to do is tell us you want to include a Christmas Club account on your account you already have, and it doesn't take long at all to do that. And you can set up an automatic draft from your checking or your savings to go so many, like weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, however you want us to set it up. You could do $25, you could do $50, you could do as much as you want. And then by the time November comes around and December, or whatever date you start shopping,
It's there.
that's you're going to ask let me withdraw that, or can you transfer that to my checking? And we will. It's that simple.
Yep. It's how easy to do it. In fact, I looked at mine the other day. I thought, really? I got that much in already? So put a little bit more in. And so you can put in a big old chunk. It'd be great. But if you just consistently drop a, whatever, 50 to 75 every week, every other week, by the time you get to fall in November, she said, or December, when you go Christmas shopping, you'll be surprised how much is in there. So to join Northeast Community Credit Union, $5, correct?
That's right. Yes, that's all you need. $5 for your share with the credit union.
Mm-hmm. So we had one of the folks come in a couple of weeks ago talking about loan rates, and you don't necessarily have those, I don't think, but you will tell them that if you're looking for vacation money, back to school money, maybe go get a car for someone's going off to college, for whatever reason you need moolah, you can help them, right?
Yes, we have an auto loan special through June. It is starting at 3.99%. Let me do that again. That was really rumbled.
They're all right.
3.99% APR, and that's the starting rate for an auto loan. So apply online, bemycu.org, and a loan officer will take a look, give you a call back. You can refinance with us at that rate if you qualify.
Mm-hmm.
Certain qualifications do apply, and that's really an awesome rate right now.
Mm-hmm.
So take full advantage. We also have those vacation loans, commercial loans, recreational loans.
Sure.
All the loans.
Yep. Home pickup loans.
Mortgage. Yeah.
Yep. Refis, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
So it's all right there.
Yes.
One-stop shop. You don't rumble. You've been at this long enough. You're pretty smooth there, lady. You don't rumble.
It just rolled on the tongue a little bit too much.
Don't sell yourself short. You do a great
Thank
job.
you.
Hello, Kara Tomlinson, brand new name. Thank you, lady. Hello, Coach Honeycutt's watching. He's not a brand new name, but Coach Honeycutt's watching. Arlene Townsend up Stony Creek. How you doing, lady? So she's an awesome. We appreciate you all watching the show. So in closing here, I mean, it's so much going on at the credit union. You guys are involved in so much. Now we had First Friday this past Friday night downtown. There's got more stuff coming down around the bridge, or the cover bridge, I should say. The bridge itself, we're being told, is going to reopen July and August. The bridge that we need to have reopened to get things back to normal as much as we can here in Elizabethton. So things are shaping up. I was talking to some folks the other day. They're already starting to sit down and kind of plan the Christmas parade. So here we go.
I'm telling you, when you think you've got a minute to breathe, it's just.
Yeah.
And that's a wonderful thing, especially for Elizabethton and all community partners and all the sponsors for all the events. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're just going to all work together and continue. I honestly think the traffic downtown right now is kind of benefiting to let people know what's downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Look
exactly
at all these
right.
stores. You know, like I know the
Fair
traffic's crazy and parking, parallel parking, but you're noticing all these new businesses, and then you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, I didn't know.
Yep.
And then they're open late on the first Fridays, which was
Yep.
last weekend, like you mentioned. So
That's a great point.
check them out. Yeah, take advantage of just looking to see what's down there. And there's parking around that area as well. So
Courtney told me, we had her in there a couple of weeks ago, there's 1,000 parking spots in downtown Elizabethton. So all over the place, in behind the buildings and, of course, on the street. But, yeah, you're right. You're sitting there in traffic, and you look around and go, huh, I didn't know that was a store there. And there's Sweetsy Treats, and there's that one, a brand new place that sells stained glass, and
yeah,
Hellbender Outfitters and Brummett Sports Shop, and like, oh, okay.
it's pretty wild.
It is. So I appreciate you coming by. Last thing, you always got to promote the teachers. We love the teachers, and we're getting ready to present it, or you are getting ready to present a check, if you haven't already, in June and July. Every month, if you're a teacher in one of the 5 counties she's about to tell you, you can win $300 for your classroom. You can use it as you want in your classroom, whatever you need it for. Copy paper, crayons, paint, whatever it is, a globe, whatever. You can do it. It's just that simple. Tell them how it works.
All you got to do is go to our website, bemycu.org, or come in one of our convenient locations and print off the Helping Teachers Teach application. You will receive $300 for your classroom needs if you are selected. We do that every month of the year. So just because there's a summer break doesn't mean we take a break. you can still receive that check.
Mm-hmm.
We love to see what you've purchased. We can post it. We love to hear about all the fun things, and we've helped so many teachers and classes. That is really rewarding, and $300 can go toward quite a bit in a classroom.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
If you can budget it, there, you know,
Stretch it.
and know exactly what your need is, I think
Mm-hmm.
it's not come out of your pocket. It is something that will be given to you from Northeast Community Credit Union. So
Yep.
definitely take advantage.
And just FYI, it's not just for grade school teachers. It's for middle
No.
school, high school teachers, anybody that's teaching in the 5 counties, which would be Carter, Unicoi, Johnson, Sullivan, Washington.
That's right.
Any of those 5 counties. If you're at Daniel Boone, if you're at Unicoi County, if you're at Mary Hughes, pick it.
Yep.
Wherever you are, if you are a teacher or know one that's in one of the schools in the 5 counties, any of the schools, go to
BeMyCU.org.
That's what I wanted to say. It kind of rumbled off my lips on that one too. There you go. So, and that's what you do. It's real simple.
Yeah, it is.
I'm glad you came by.
Thank you for having me.
It's another 4 weeks till I'll see you again. No, I'll see you Friday.
We never know.
Yeah.
We are just doing the best. We're busy, and
Yeah.
that's great.
And you're growing.
And growing, I think that we're trying to adjust daily. So, yes.
Growing by leaps and bounds, and we love it. So.
Yes. Thank you.
And remember, Michael J. Fox for you millennials, Back to the Future.
That's right.
For you old codgers, it was Family Ties, Alex Keaton.
I remember that too.
Yeah.
But a lot may know
Yeah.
Back to the Future more than that.
That's it. I understand. We're going to go to the break. We'll come right back, take a look at the College World Series. And Andrew DeMoss is going to join us to talk about the contactless visa on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tom Taylor Sports Show got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide. And we've implemented it with hard work, behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now
Yes.
at all locations. Our locations are
They are in Rome Mountain. They are in Elizabethan, one in behind Elizabethan High School, our main office. And then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethan. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
social media. How do we find
You
you?
can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or BeMyCU.org.
And the magic main number is
423-547-1200.
brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Smith from Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Things that you do, maybe some things folks don't realize you do at PTS.
So a lot of people think that we hang our hat on sports and providing sports coverage, which we do, and we do a very good job with that. I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but there's a reason that we've been doing this since 1976, and we continue to be the go-to people for this. But some of the things that we treat that people don't realize that we treat is just generalized deconditioning. People that aren't able to get up out of chairs, people that aren't able to work, people that want to be able to go and see their grandkids play sports, but they can't make it from the parking lot into the stadium. So we help people do that. Vertigo. We do a lot of vertigo work and a lot of dizziness work. We're one of the few vertigo from the American Balance Institute, one of the few vertigo clinics within the state of Tennessee. We do a fantastic job with that as well. And the other thing is, because we've been in business for so long, we are very well integrated within the healthcare system of Northeast Tennessee and outside of Northeast Tennessee. So if we can't help you, we can refer you to the right people that can provide you with the appropriate care.
Awesome. A lot of things. Website, how do we find your website? What's there?
ptstn.net. You'll find our information, contact information. We're currently redoing our website, trying to make it better and updated. Really, the best way to get in touch with us is to call us or stop by, set up for a consultation, and we can point you in the right direction. Whether we're pointing back at us to get you taken care of, or we are pointing you to one of our fellow clinics and fellow physicians.
Phone number is
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, PTS, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on this Monday. Again, the peach milkshakes are out. The peach frosted lemonade is out. Chunks of peach right in. I got it right here. It is really, really, really good. Not supposed to drink on the air, but I don't care because it's that good. All right, the College World Series ready to go. 4 teams in each bracket, facing off in a double elimination tournament with the winners from each bracket facing off the best of 3 in the final. So 4 teams in each bracket, double eliminations. The bracket winner will go 2 brackets. The bracket winner 1 against bracket winner 2 for the College World Series in Omaha. So it starts, the World Series starts coming up this Friday. Friday the 13th, runs for 10 days, and the finals will be the 21st through the 23rd to crown the national champion in college baseball. Bracket number 1, who's in it? Oregon State. Told you last week, the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina. Something told me they're going to be pretty good, and they are. They're real good. So don't be surprised. They won the national championship a couple of years back. Don't be surprised you don't see them back in there again. Coastal Carolina, Oregon State, Louisville, and Arizona in the first bracket. Those 4 teams play double elimination to get the winner coming out of that bracket. Bracket 2 is Arkansas, LSU, UCLA, and the winner of the Duke-Murray State game that plays tonight. They've had weather over in Durham, and so they got to play that one tonight. It's tied 1-1. It's best of 2 out of 3, of course, so they'll play that one at 7:30 tonight to decide that one. So it's Arkansas, LSU. That's a tough bracket right there. Arkansas, LSU. 2 powerhouse baseball teams along with UCLA and the winner of the Duke-Murray State series. Hello, Linda Birchfield. Hello, Jill Hart. That's a new name. Kara Tomlinson, that's a new name. Thank you, ladies, for watching the show. So the College World Series, you got 7 out of the 8 teams that punched their ticket. Arkansas easily taking care of Tennessee behind 14 runs and strong pitching, and they did. I mean, they really neutralized the Tennessee Volunteer team, no question. And so they are a powerhouse to be reckoned with. UCLA quieting Texas San Antonio in the Super Regionals to get to the College World Series for the first time since 2013, which is the last and only time to win a national championship 12 years ago. So, Rock Chalowski hitting .367, 23 homers, and only 29 strikeouts for UCLA. He's the powerhouse on that baseball team for UCLA. Then you have other teams. You gotta keep your eye on LSU. They're the deal. So LSU sweeping West Virginia in the Super Regionals to get to the second College World Series in the last 3 years. Of course, Paul Skeen's not around like he was a couple of years ago. He's now with the Pirates. But they've got a legitimate chance to win a championship again. And they do, behind Cade Anderson and Anthony Ianson. Tigers offense powered by Jared Jones' 20 home runs. So that's a team you got to look at strongly, LSU, to win it. The national championship. Hello, Michael Thomas. Oregon State, Super Regional Battle, Florida State in 3 games to get to the first College World Series since the 2018 championship season. I'm telling you, it's going to be some great baseball. So, hard to find a much better offensive duo than Ava Arquette and Gavin Turley. So, in fact, Arquette's probably going to be a top 5 pick in the Major League Baseball draft coming up in July. Guy's the deal. He can play. So, there you go. Oregon State's another one. We told you about Coastal Carolina. So, Caden Bowden. It's probably Bodine. I wonder if he's got to be related because he's from North Carolina. He's got to be related to one of the Bodine brothers, Brett or Todd, the former NASCAR drivers, I would think. Have to check on that. Caden Bodine, potential first-round pick for Coastal Carolina, the catcher. Very, very good team. We told you about UCLA. Who am I leaving out? Am I leaving out anybody? Arizona and Louisville. Let's take a look at them, too. The Cardinals winning a narrow game 3 over Miami to get to the World Series for the first time since 2019. Looking for the first national championship. Hello to Lee Foley. How you doing? Linda Birchfield, Michael Thomas, Treva, T-R-E-V-A, Treva Williams. Thank you for watching. College World Series, Arizona. They got drilled by North Carolina 18-2 to win the final 2 games of the Super Regional. Going back to the College World Series, our Arizona for the first time since 2021. The Wildcats looking for the first title since 2012. So you got some teams that are in the field that have won before. Now, these guys aren't around. They weren't around when these teams won it, but the teams themselves have tradition and pride and success in the College World Series. So, again, bracket number 1, Oregon State, Coastal Carolina, Louisville, and Arizona. They all play double elimination. Whoever comes out of that bracket will play the bracket 2 winner in a best of 3 for the College World Series championship starting June 21st. The College World Series itself will start on Friday. Again, Oregon State, Coastal Carolina, Louisville, and Arizona in bracket number 1. Bracket number 2 will have I'm telling you, they're both. There ain't no cream puffs now, folks. Arkansas, LSU, UCLA, and either Duke or Murray State are going to be in there from bracket 2. So Tennessee did not make it, of course. Tonight, Murray State at 43-15 will play Duke at 40-19. In the Durham Super Regional, weather got them, so it's tied 1 apiece. You know, I'm the guy for the underdog. I'd love to see Murray State. The Murray State Racers in the College World Series. I mean, Duke certainly has every right to be there at 40-19, but you look at the Cinderella guys and you think, okay, Murray State, that's pretty cool. 43-15, so I'm kind of pulling for Murray State, see if they can get there and get into the College World Series. And after that, as you know, anything can happen, but I'm telling you, these 2 brackets are stacked with talent. Wow. It'll be some fun baseball to watch. So I'd rather watch college than the pros at times. And certainly would rather watch softball at times over baseball. I mean, I just the energy on the field, the energy level, and just, you know, the rah-rah, and just, I don't know. It's just, I like watching the softball, and I love watching the college baseball, too. These guys, it's good stuff. There's 8, well, at this point 7, it'll be 8. 8 really rock-solid teams. They're going to be competing starting Friday. As we said, it will go the 13th to the 23rd. No, that's not right. The 13th, through the 23rd. But the finals will be the 21st to the 23rd. So that'll be, you get all the 8 teams whittled down to 2, and those 2 will play for the championship for best out of 3. Hello to Angela Anderson. That's a new name. Thank you, ma'am, for watching the show. Appreciate that. We're here live again at Chick-fil-A. Tomorrow night, it's the Sips and Dips, absolutely free from 5 till 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Get to come by and sample the peach milkshake. Sample what we're enjoying here today. The peach, of course, it's for everybody now. The peach frosted lemonade. It's not just for me. It's out there, and it's for sale. The peach frosted lemonade. The pineapple dragon fruit lemonade. It's still out there. It's going to be there all summer long. So it's hot. It's muggy. Going to be in the upper 80s all week long. Humidity's kicked in. It's East Tennessee humidity time. You can walk outside and just start sweating. So you come in here and cool down with a good drink like the pineapple dragon fruit lemonade or the peach frosted lemonade. Also tomorrow night, the Dips and Sips will be showcasing the chicken strips tomorrow night. With all the sauces, you get to vote for your favorite sauce tomorrow night. Win some prizes. Going to be some door prizes, some things going on tomorrow night. So you want to come by here at this location from 5 till 7 tomorrow night, the Dips and Sips for the summertime. Summertime comes in the 21st. What's today? Today is the 9th. So you've got, what's next? When is the first day of summer? The 21st, which will be Saturday a week. Is that right? That doesn't sound right. Anyway, first day of summer is right around the corner, the 21st. It's going to be hotter this week. It's hot out there right now, and I love it. No winter storm warnings, no ice storms, none of that garbage. We're talking heat. Bring it. Heat and humidity. It's okay. It's a whole lot easier to cool down than it is to warm up, in my opinion. So, good stuff. And so that's where we are right now. Again, the summertime has kicked in, and so you want to come by and get yourself one of these cool drinks. Got, of course, the Coca-Cola products. I'll tell you something they sell a ton of. In fact, there goes a lady carrying a bag of ice. They sell a ton of ice here. And it's the little tiny, I guess, cubed ice. I'm not even sure what you call it. But the same ice you get in your drinks here, but you can buy it by the bag. And they sell, I didn't realize, Tommy's telling me how much ice they sell year-round. A ton of ice. Get your teas in gallon jugs. You can get your frosted lemonade, any of the beverage products you can get in gallon jugs and take with you. So, sweet tea, half and half tea, the lemonade, the frosted lemonade tea, whatever you want, you can get in the gallon jugs for your get-together. You know, you look at the 4th of July, not that far away. So it's all right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and 3 ways to purchase. You can come in, of course, come in the lobby where it's AC. You can go through the 2-lane drive-through, or you can go onto your phone and go to the App Store and get Chick-fil-A One, put that on your phone and order. And you accrue enough points, you get free food. And each table has a number. Let's see, my number is 22 here. You can actually order to your table. You can come in here and be sitting. Your food will be sitting there waiting on you at your table. You can do it that way, too, which I think is pretty slick. Every table's got a number, and you can order the food right to the table. You come in and sit down, and there you are. Bring it to your table. Pretty cool. College World Series locked down. Everybody except Duke and Murray State tonight will play at 7:30 to decide that one in Durham. North Carolina, Tennessee did not do well. Obviously, Tony Vitello watched his post-game press conference. He said, look, we didn't get it done. It's on me. He said, we just ran into a buzzsaw. He said, if I do it over again, I'd probably do some things differently. But he said, these guys aren't going to believe this now, but we've had a great year. But he said, it's shallow what I'm saying because we're defending national champs. So a good year after winning the national championship, it just don't mean the same. And so I'm paraphrasing what he said, but that's in essence what it was. And so he says, we'll go back to Knoxville and go back to work. But I thought what was really nice in the press conference, he paid tribute to all the athletic programs in Tennessee. He said, you can find a better man to run a basketball program than Rick Barnes. He said, Coach Caldwell at the Lady Vols. He said, the football team. He said, he mentioned the tennis team, the swim team. He said, it's a great to be a Vol. He said, we just won coming off the national championship a year ago. We're not going to win it this year, but he said, we had a great season. Athletically across the board for Tennessee sports, it's great to be a Vol. He said, I'm just sorry we didn't get any further than we did for our baseball fans. I thought that was a really cool thing. So, never met the guy, but I certainly appreciate what he said. So, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. We're going to take a look at NASCAR and also flag football program starting up in the Tri-Cities. You may want to get involved in. It's pretty cool. I like that. We'll do that right after this. And Big John's Closeout sponsoring this segment right here with our buddy Mark Barnett at Big John's on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Talking to Mike Barnett, owner of Big John's Closeouts. A lot of places out there. Why should we trade at Big John's Closeouts?
Well, I think there's a number of reasons. Number one, we're your neighbors. We are right here in the community. We worship with you. We shop with you at other local establishments. The money that goes into payroll and everything else stays right here in this community. It goes to help them support their families. They spend it at the grocery store. They do all those things. We've got a lot of experience. I've been in this business for 48 years. Travis has been with me, and Danny and Jeff, and so many of my employees have been with me for numerous years. So, we probably, if you put everybody together, we probably got 200 years of experience, or close to it, here at Big John's in Elizabeth. And so you've got people that are personable, that are here and want to help you, that are part of your community. We support local nonprofits. We support our local schools, our local sports teams. We try to help the community. We've been very involved with a lot of the local groups that have come in with disaster relief, whether it's the Tennessee Baptist Disaster Relief Group, God's Warehouse up here, Good Samaritan Ministries. We've been trying to support them and help them and get them, extra discounts to where they can get people back in their homes as far as that nature. Plus, we feel like when you come in, we want to make, the experience a positive thing. We want to listen to what your questions are. We want to give you good advice on how to make the repairs or what we recommend is the best product for you to get. We don't want to just take your money and send you on down the road. We want to make sure when you leave you're getting something that's going to do what you need it to do at a good price, and with good service, where you feel like, they appreciated me being there. They thanked me. They greeted me when I come in. That's important to us. We want to be connected. We have been here. I started in 1977 with Patty Lumber Company, but Big John's Closeout started in right at 1998. We moved up here in like 2004 in the old Patty building. I come back home from the Tractor Supply building, and we've been a part of this community. This is where I was born and raised, lived here all my life, and I want to continue to give back and give good service and be a part of it.
Amen. Hours are open?
We're here 7:30 to 6 Monday through Friday, and 8 to 4 on Saturday, and of course closed for the Lord's Day.
Phone number to call?
423-542-4755.
Be loyal, buy local, support Big John's Closeouts with hammer high prices, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports at Big John's Closeouts. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A and Elizabethton on this Monday, June the 9th. Happy birthday to Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean, 62 today, and also Michael J. Fox having a birthday, 64. So happy birthday to those two guys, and also Dick Vitale, who's 86 today. So Johnny Depp's known for, I'm going to go and watch it tonight, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. It's a pretty good movie. Pretty good acting and all that going on. So anyways, a birthday boy today, Johnny Depp, at 62 years old on this Monday, June the 9th. All right, Stanley Cup Finals tonight, game number 3. They're tied at a game apiece. They'll shift to Florida. Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. They'll drop the puck at 8 o'clock tonight for the Stanley Cup Finals. NBA Finals pick back up on Wednesday. It'll be in Indiana as the Pacers and the Thunder are tied at a game apiece in the best of 7. Back home to Indiana, where it's a crazy place to go play a basketball game. People are nuts. So they were pretty wild in Oklahoma City, but I'm telling you, the Indiana crowd, of course, the heritage of basketball and the Hoosier State, they'll go bananas over there on Wednesday night when the Pacers host the Oklahoma City Thunder. It'll be wild coming up on Wednesday night, game 3 of the NBA Finals. Again, that'll be from Indiana. All right, NASCAR yesterday. How'd things go? Well, Denny Hamlin winning the Firekeepers Casino 400 of Michigan. Third win of the year, his third in Michigan, his 57th career win. Heading off to the Hall of Fame for sure, Denny Hamlin. Chris Buescher finishing second, followed by Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, Zane Smith, Kyle Busch, Ryan Preece, and Brad Keselowski, the top 10 of the race yesterday. Pole sitter Chase Briscoe got caught up in a accident with traffic and traffic with an accident. Finished 23rd. Wow, so he had a bad day at the office. 53 caution laps, so fastest lap bonus earned by William Byron. So 15 lead changes among 11 drivers. I should say 7 cautions for 33 laps yesterday. The Firekeepers Casino 400 at Michigan International Speedway. Here is your top 10 from yesterday again. Denny Hamlin, Chris Buescher, Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, Zane Smith, my man Kyle Busch finishing 8th. 9th was Ryan Preece, and 10th was Brad Keselowski. Guys that did not have a good day at the office. Alex Bowman finishing dead last. You may see a change in that car next year. He is not getting enough Rick Hendrick. Alex Bowman, Oh, wait a minute. Did he just not sign? Was William Byron just signed a contract extension? Gosh, somebody just signed one last week. Anyway, Bowman did not have a good day. Cole Custer finishing 35th. Ryan Blaney 32nd yesterday. Not a good day. So those are some of the guys. William Byron finishing 28th. So you had the Hendricks guys going 28th and 36th. Where did Chase Elliott finishing 15th? Of course, Kyle Larson finishing 5th. So a so-so day at the office for the Rick Hendrick team. They get won by Denny Hamlin and Joe Gibbs and the Yahoo Toyota. So picking up his 3rd win of the season. So here is your another driver, a repeat winner, I should say, wins it. So keeps the points guys alive. You got 9 different winners right now. Kyle Larson with 3 wins, Denny Hamlin with 3 wins, Christopher Bell with 3 wins, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, Austin Cindric, and Josh Berry all have a win apiece. So the points are still alive. You got 7 guys on points right now. That would be Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace, Chase Briscoe, Chris Buescher, Alex Bowman, and Ryan Preece are still in on points for the moment. On the outside looking in now is Kyle Busch, Carson Hocevar, A.J. Allmendinger, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Those guys on the outside looking in. They're going to Mexico this weekend. Yeah, the Viva Mexico 250s where the NASCAR boys will be going this weekend. Going to Mexico to race, trying to go international, are going international obviously. Going outside of the United States to race in Mexico with the Viva Mexico 250. Trying to build a fan base of sorts in Mexico for NASCAR. We'll see if it works. So they've tried it before and it didn't. So we'll see if they can get it nailed down, get some more popularity going with the folks in Mexico, and I guess they're going after the Hispanic folks in Mexico and trying to. I know they've had Juan Pablo Montoya before. They've had Daniel Suarez. So trying to get some interest from the south of the border folks. They've been to Canada, so they're trying to go down that way. That's where they're going this weekend. Not trying to, they are. The Viva Mexico 250 coming up again this weekend for the NASCAR boys. Coming to Bristol in September. So a great weekend of the Bristol Dragway. The Thunder Valley Nationals are come and gone, and it's a great weekend. Rain got them, I think, one of the evenings. The rain was off and on, but they've got it in, and it was a good crowd. It was great. And so the Drags are in the books for another year at Bristol Dragway, and so now they turn their attentions to the night race in September, part of the first round of the cutoff of the playoffs for the NASCAR series. They're coming to town with the Bass Pro Shop night race, so that's what's coming up next on the schedule at Bristol Motor Speedway, Bristol Dragway. Tom Taylor Sports Show, quick break. We'll come right back. A flag football team. Flag football is coming, folks. The TSAA is going to sanction it as a sport. You've got Milligan playing flag football, Kings playing flag football right now on the collegiate level, and we're getting ready to have a flag football coming up in the Tri-Cities. We'll tell you all about that next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Our success is your success.
On to Travis Constable again with TNS Home Improvements. Tell me what's all about, sir.
Well, we build decks, do porches, roofing, underpinning under mobile homes, a little bit of remodel work, but with the decks and roofing, we just try to stick on that end of things.
Absolutely. And so they've been at it for how many years now?
We've been at it for a little over 3 years now.
3 years. TNS Home Improvements. They go all over the Tri-Cities. You take quotes.
You're licensed and bonded, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So I make the phone call. Let's step me through real quick. I make the phone call, get a hold of you, so we're going to come out and see what you got going on and tell me what do you do, take it from there. What happens next?
I'll schedule a day and time to come out and speak with you and give you an estimate, and you just have to say yay or nay, and then we put you on the schedule.
Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook.
Yep. And the phone number is?
423-946-8432.
They've been at it, folks. Again, started with a drill and a Chevy, what was it, Chevy Blazer?
Chevy Trailblazer.
Trailblazer. And now they're up to 5 full-time employees and four part-time employees. They're going great guns. They want to help you. Let them come give you a quote on what you need. TNS Home Improvements, sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. And back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on this Monday, June the 9th. Countdown to Cyclone football, 74 days, 3 hours, 7 minutes on the counter, and 26 seconds are at the top of the screen. So it's going to be here before you know it. I promise you. We're down to 74 days. Christmas, inside of 200 days to Christmas of 198 days. People say, stop it, I don't want to hear about it. Okay, but it's here and it's coming. All right, Kingsport Parks and Rec. How about it? They're going to have a flag football league for boys and girls ages 5 to 12. That is awesome. An NFL flag football league beginning in July. Kingsport Parks and Rec and the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kingsport. A partnership to bring the largest flag football league in the country to Kingsport. And the only league where players are allowed to wear official NFL gear. Hopefully somebody over there will be wearing my favorite team, the Raiders. We are Super Bowl bound this year, folks. You can take it to the bank. Can't wait. World champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. It is a non-contact league allowing kids of all skill levels to learn the game and have fun. Registration through Wednesday, June 11th through this coming Wednesday, as a matter of fact. Michael Morris from the Kingsport Parks and Rec says the date might be extended. It's open to Kingsport residents only in 4 co-ed divisions. If you're in Kingsport, that's where you want to go. Hello, Lacey Maxwell. How you doing, lady? That's a new name. Thank you for watching. You have the Bantam, ages 5 to 6, the Pee-wees, ages 7 to 8, the rookies, ages 9 to 10, the youth, ages 11 to 12 in Kingsport. Registration is $60, which includes a jersey and flags. Pretty cool. So if you're interested, how do we, you go to Kingsport, let's see, they will tell you to register, go to kingsporttn.gov. There you go. So practices start in Kingsport on July the 28th. They'll start playing their games at Boys and Girls Club, Lindenview Elementary, and V.O. Dobbins. Over 100 kids already have signed up. The TSSAA has sanctioned it as an emerging sport for girls as flag football, which I think is awesome. So it is coming to be a sport. It's already a Milligan. It's already a King. It continues to grow to other schools on the collegiate level. It's dropping down to the high school level. Why would it not? It should. So flag football for the kids in Kingsport. Go to kingsporttn.gov and get signed up through Wednesday. So there you go. That's a cool thing. All right, show you a couple of new listings. I don't know if they're even still out there. David's going to be on the show Thursday when we're at Duck Crossing. This one's on Otis Road, Keenberg Elementary, and Aiken Middle School, and Elizabeth High School for $322.9 on Otis Road in Elizabeth. And go to the website, collinsandcompany.info, and check it out. There you see the listing. Also got a brand, this is really nice, Willow Springs Road, Hunter Elementary, Hunter Middle School, and Unaka High School, 1.2 mil. Willow Springs, a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and 3 fireplaces. Check this out under the trees. Is that not gorgeous? Looks better if you go to the website, collinsandcompany.info. On Willow Springs for 1.2. All right, we've got some auctions that started. Two of them started today, as a matter of fact. An automobile auction, go on the line right now and bid. Goes through next Tuesday. You are going to bid on, let's see, a 1970 Chevrolet shore bed pickup truck, A 2018 Mazda Miata with only 16,000 miles on it. A 2022 Honda Pioneer 1000 side-by-side. A 2016 Dodge van and a 2008 Chrysler Town & Country van. It's an online estate automobile auction. Go to collinsandcompany.info and bid. There it is. This came out this morning. Goes through the 17th. Go to collinsandcompany.info and bid. You do all the time. We appreciate that. Let's see. And then the other auction that started yesterday is an online household auction, all kinds of goodies. Goes through the 18th. You've got Waterford Crystal, Lennox Design. You've got Sorel, I'm saying he's right, handcrafted Sorel glass Christmas trees. Well, that's pretty cool. Lots of sports memorabilia. You've got box merchandise, cameras, all kinds of Christmas decorations. It goes on and on and on. Go to the website. Everything starts at $1 a bid at collinsandcompany.info. Started yesterday and goes through, goes through next Wednesday. So go to that's the magic place to go is collinsandcompany.info. And the homes are there. You can take a better look at them. The auctions are there. You take a better look at them. And bid to your heart's content. They ship all over the country. They ship out of country, too. If you win it, they will ship it to you. So it's not like, well, it's just for the Tri-Cities. Oh, no. It goes all over the country. They have shipped to Hawaii. They've shipped, I think he said all 50 states over the years. People want auction items because some of these auctions have up to 400 and 500 items on them. I was trying to see what it says on this one. It does not. So why would you not? collinsandcompany.info. He'll be on the show on Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to be at the Jeweler's Bench. Father's Day coming up on Sunday. Dad's Day. Dads like jewelry. So tomorrow we're going to be at the Jeweler's Bench right down the street, our great sponsor here in the Tom Daly Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, to tell you what you can get for Dad for Father's Day. I got several chains here on my hand, bracelets. I have purchased dads like that. They got a great selection of crosses. They got knives, got watches, all kinds of cool things for Dad for Father's Day. We'll tell you about that tomorrow. We'll be at Jeweler's Bench. Wednesday, we're going to be at Cannon's Furniture. They, too, are having a great sale going on for Father's Day. And we're very much looking forward to being there on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, Duck Crossing. Love it. Duck Crossing will be there at the Antique Store on Thursday, broadcasting live there as well. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come right back and we'll delve back into this ruling that came out on Friday for college athletics. It will change. It's changing already. It's already started changing. It kicks in July the 1st, which is in a couple of weeks, but it is a complete I just don't see it working. Maybe I'm going to be wrong. Hopefully I am. I don't think so. But I just don't see it working. I just see so many problems. And this lady, this judge, signed off on this. And, of course, to her credit, this thing has been held up 2 or 3 times to get it where she wanted it to be as far as the wording and the phrasing. But I just don't see it working. But, again, I'm sitting in East Tennessee, and I could be way wrong. It may be the best thing ever happened to college athletics. Nobody thinks so. Very few do. How about that? Not everybody thinks it's bad, but most of the stuff I read and heard over the weekend, they said, this is not going to be good for college athletics. So the rich are going to get richer. The minor sports athletes are going to suffer. We're going to take a look at it and kind of break it down best we can in closing here right after this break. Braves on the road tonight. They'll move in from San Francisco, try to snap the skid. Braves will be in Milwaukee. Chris Seldom out for the Bravos tonight. Our other regional team, the Reds, will be in Cleveland for the bragging rights of Ohio. So it'll be the Reds in Cleveland tonight, and the Braves will be in Milwaukee tonight. And we're going to be right back after this, because we're in Elizabethton today at Chick-fil-A on show number 2304. Sports and Tom Daly Sports Show. Pill packs. Tell me about pill packs.
Yeah, so these are good for people take 3 or 4 medicines, just kind of get confused by what they got or may forget to take doses or things like that. Other people that likes them is people caring for parents or grandparents. Makes it real easy rather than having to keep up with 10 or 12 bottles and remembering once a day, twice a day. You just come pick up these packs once a month and takes care of everything.
Show this one right here. There it is. Pill packs.
Mm-hmm.
Even they're color-coded, so blue stands for nighttime, right?
Yep, that does.
So you'll do this for anybody?
Yeah, sure can. We can do anything just from once-a-day packs, all your medicines of the morning, Can do them 2 or 3 times a day, up to 4 times a day. For people, it takes 4 times a day medicines. But they're real easy to punch out, so you can just punch them out. That's your dose for the day or the time. And on the front of it's got a information page. It's got pictures of each medicine, tells what it is, and which doctor you got. So that's something when you go to doctors or a hospital or something like that, you don't have to try and remember what all you take or wait till they can get a hold of your pharmacy. You can just rip that page off and it's got all your medicines on there. So it keeps it real simple.
And if you're traveling and you don't want to take that whole thing, you just tear out the 3 or 4 days you're traveling, or the week at the beach or whatever, and they stay intact, and so you don't take the whole 30-day supply, just take as you need, and they tear off.
Yeah, sure can. And something else kind of similar to that, what we've heard from a few people, taking a lunchtime medicine, especially if you're still working stuff, because you don't want to carry 3 or 4 pill bottles to work, or if you put them in a Ziploc bag or something, they'll get crushed or lost. But you can leave your morning, night at home, just rip off a single noon dose and take that with you, because those little pockets, they're strong enough, you know, if you throw it in your pocket, your pills aren't going to get crushed or anything like that. So
pill packs, good. Another great customer service here at Lingerfield Drug Center. Hours are open?
Here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12.
Social media, where do we find you?
On Facebook as Lingerfield Drug Center.
And the magic phone number is?
It's 423-542-2138.
What a neat concept. Pill packs from Lingerfield Drug Center. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And Bobby and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Show number 2304. Again, if you missed it earlier in the show, Evan Carter last night or yesterday for the Rangers. Evan Carter, big game. He goes 3 for 4. Carter with a home run, a double, drove into, scored 1. And so Evan Carter, big day yesterday for the Texas Rangers out of Elizabeth. And, of course, if you're watching the show, you don't know who Evan Carter is. He's from here. Graduated from Elizabeth and is a starting center fielder for the Elizabethan Cyclones and a pitcher. And now he's a starting center fielder for the Texas Rangers. Also, Landon Knack from Johnson City is on the defending world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. He's one of the starting pitchers. So very proud of those 2 young men representing all the Tri-Cities. Landon Knack from Johnson City with the Dodgers, Evan Carter from Elizabethton with the Texas Rangers. So I'm proud of them. I hope you are as well. Here's the schedule one more time. The Dodgers, by the way, opening up a series in San Diego tonight. It's a big one, 1-2. They're only a game apart. Dodgers will lead the Padres by only a game, so it's going to be tight. May will go for the Dodgers, and Nick Pivetta will go for the Padres tonight at Petco Park in San Diego. Reds will be in Cleveland tonight. Miami at Pittsburgh, the Cubs in Philadelphia, the Red Sox at Fenway hosting Tampa Bay. Toronto at St. Louis, the Athletics will be in L.A. to battle the Angels. Seattle will play Arizona. And the Braves will be in Milwaukee. Savelle will go for Milwaukee, and Chris Sale will go for Atlanta. And the best matchup of the night will be the Dodgers again in San Diego at Petco Park in San Diego. Hey, for all your decking needs, Big John's went and bought a steel weed eater last week again, a battery-powered weed eater. My neighbor borrowed it. He liked what he borrowed mine and saw mine and said, man, I'd like to have one of those. So he bought him a steel battery-powered weed eater, made in America. I love it. Not China, not Pakistan, made in America. Keeping Americans working. Got me a Worcester paintbrush on was there, Big John's Closeouts. Where are they made? United States. Did you know Gorilla Glue? I need to get a list. I'm going to do that tonight. Make a list. I'm going to get with Mike and all the things he sells are made in America. Gorilla Glue is one of those. They sell Gorilla Glue made in America. Worcester paintbrushes made in America. Steel power tools, we said, made in America. So, for all your decking needs at Big John's, a full line of treated lumber, anchors, fasteners to build your new deck, repair the one you've got. Also, sell prices on the Ready Seal stain and sealer. Gallons only $41.99 each, and 5 gallons on sale for $185, available in 8 different colors. Ready Seal virtually eliminates lap marks, runs, or streaks for a goof-proof finish. That's kind of like. You can't mess it up. Available at Big John's here in Elizabeth and your steel dealer. So we appreciate them very much being our great sponsor here, one of our great sponsors on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. All right, the Rye Cove young lady, Ryan Rogers, she won the high jump. Congratulations to her. She brought home the high jump and the state championship. Rogers out of Rye Cove, who also plays volleyball and basketball. They had their state track meet over the weekend in Virginia. They're always a couple of weeks behind the Tennessee folks. So congratulations to her. Tomorrow night, Gate City's boys will host Radford in the quarterfinals of soccer with an 11-game winning streak. Gate City's boys soccer team is 21-1. They'll play tomorrow night hosting Radford. So good luck to the Blue Devils on the soccer field for Gate City, trying to get back to the state championship, state tournament. And so that's some of the things going on in Southwest Virginia. Now, we're going to do a highlight package, too, here just in a second. We did it last week. Get more and more folks in. Hey, we're getting hungry for football. Can you play another highlights? In fact, let's do it right now. We have not done this, so let's go back and pick up. Let's see. Did Granger. I think I did Sullivan East. Let's do the DB game. It's a heck of a football game. We lost. Had to play it at Kermit-Tipton Stadium because of Helene. But let's go back and catch this, the Dobbins-Minute football game from last year. No, let's do this. Do the Daniel Boone one from last year. Let's try that one right now. The Daniel Boone highlights from a year ago right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
If you missed Friday night's win over the Daniel Boone Trailblazers, you missed these exciting Cyclone football moments.
Big play here. It's third down and about 4. Clock's against us, 12 seconds to go. And it's third and, as we said, 3rd and 4. What are we going to do at the 10-yard line?
Yeah, well, again, I would try to roll out here again, maybe a similar play. Maybe look for the slant right here, but something in the air.
Schlegel wants to go. Home run ball in the end zone's got a man out there, and it's going to be caught. Did he get it? And as they signaled,
touchdown!
He did! Touchdown, Cyclones! 6-yard line. 2nd and goal, Cyclones. Clock winding down, 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. We're on the move, 7-0, knocking on the door here. Rhett will keep it again. Schlegel will bounce off Kodak in behind him. He'll go to the 5. He'll go down inside. He'll pound it to get it. And he did! Touchdown, Schlegel. Touchdown, Elizabethton Cyclones. J-Train back there's a single setback. He'll get the handoff. Nope, he'll throw the home run ball in the end zone. Got it. Caught over the shoulder. And touchdown. Elizabethton touchdown.
That's Whitehead.
Whitehead with a touchdown with the Cyclones.
Yeah. Great little hitch and go action right there. Again, similar play to what we scored on earlier when Wallen scored in the back corner. Very similar play, but a little hitch there by Rhett, and then again just laid that ball out. Another beautiful ball out there far where only receiver could catch it. The Cyclones have really blown this one open.
Cyclones up 20-0. Looking. Now Landon Hughes after him. Penalty's going to be a hold. He'll run for dear life to the 30. Pummel the football. Cyclones got it. We'll be on the far sideline, and we'll see how far we go. Keep running. Pummel the football. He's at the 40, 35. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He scores a touchdown for the Cyclones.
And CJ's
flag.
He could be starting at a lot of schools around Northeast Tennessee, even though he's a young guy, but a bright future ahead.
Double C Western Supply first down. CJ gets another handoff at the 40. He'll break a tackle to the 35. Stiff arms the man to the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, CJ Mathis.
And this looks like a drive right here where they really want to try to get him an opportunity to get in the end zone, because I think he really settled us down offensively early and was a real key for us in this game to kind of get untracked and kind of get rolled.
2:25 to go in the football game. 3rd down and 1, Elizabethton. Down around the 7-yard line. Get to the 6 to move the sticks. The Train's got it. He'll go to the 5. He'll go to the 4. He'll go to the 3. He'll go in. And did he score? Touchdown. Cyclones touchdown to J-Train.
Good for him. Good for him.
Join us this Friday night at 6:50 for another night of exciting Elizabethton Cyclone football.
And we're not that far away from doing it all over again. Ooh, can't wait. 74 days, 2 hours, 48 minutes, and see the countdown, 55 seconds till Cyclone football on the 22nd. Moving up, first two on the road will be at Science Hill, and we pick up a brand new opponent, or renewing an old opponent, I should say. We haven't had them on for a while. We'll be at Tennessee High Stone Castle. Then our home opener will be the first weekend in September against Westridge. So first two games in August are on the road at Science Hill and at Tennessee High. So it'll be good. 74 days, 2 hours, 48 minutes, and 29 seconds till kickoff. Whew, I love it. Hello, Jeremy Wallen. He's got a couple we'll figure pretty prominently, yeah, to say the least. Zach and Justice and the J Train. It's going to be good. So, anyway, it's not that far away. So, anyway, go back to this thing on Friday. The long-awaited House versus NCAA settlement, finally reality. So, it won't be exclusively football, men's basketball, but they're going to benefit most from it. And, I mean, as I said earlier in the show, 70% of the money, this $20 million, is going to go to football players. So, you know, if you think everybody's going to benefit from this, in my opinion, they're not. The days of the renegade boosters are over. So now with the money will be more in-house, if you will. Schools can tap into local businesses willing to spend real NIL money. Will be at a big advantage if the NIL is strictly policed for fair market value, which is what they're getting ready to do. So now, as I said earlier in the show, for example, I'm a hot rod basketball player, football player, pick the sport, and Tommy here says, I want you to promote, when I'm in Elizabeth and I eat Chick-fil-A, I'm going to pay you, I don't know, whatever, pick something, $1,000 a week. Okay. So I'm going to endorse with an NIL, and I'm playing for Milligan. So with an NIL, so what we go to now, we'll now go through a clearinghouse for fair market value. What's going to be fair? Which means, I would think, if your school campus happens to be located in a big, lucrative metro market, then you're going to benefit from this. I'm in Elizabeth, and if I'm in Nashville or wherever, I'm going to get more money, more bang for my buck. This makes sense. But what this does, I would think, the minor sports are going to take a hit because they're going to promote the big sport named athletes. And the money from these boosters are now going to go through this clearinghouse. So it's fair market value. So now Tom thinks he owes $1,000 a week, but maybe not. Maybe he only deserves $800 a week because that's the, quote, fair market value in Elizabethton. See what I'm saying? It's going to be. So amateurism in college sports has went out the window beginning July 1st, no question. Who wins on this? The Big Ten or the SEC? Why would you say the two richest conferences will get more money from the college football playoff and their TV right deals than the fellow Power 4 schools? Now, the AAC has already said they're going to give $10 million in revenue sharing. So they're already $10 million behind the big boys. The AAC schools said we got $10 million we can give per school. The SEC, the Big Ten, says we're going to give $20 million per school. Okay. So here's Tom Taylor sitting in Elizabeth High School, big football star. Where am I going to go? You think the one's got a bigger big pool of money. Bigger buckets where I'm going. That's where they're all going to go. Why would you not? It's common sense. If I can do $1,000 a week here, but I can go down there to Zaxby's and they'll give me $2,000 a week to say I like their chicken, what am I going to do? Hello, that's what you're going to do too, what we're going to do. So they're going to go from the smaller schools to the big schools, a.k.a. the SEC and the Big Ten. So those guys are going to have more money because the TV rights are going to have more money to give to their athletes, so the rich are just going to get richer. The Big Ten and the SEC are going to benefit from this. It's kind of a... Then you get into another one. Well, I told you that 70% of this money on that $20 million a bucket of money per big school is going to go to football. 70% of it, about 15 mils, is going to go to football. Well, what if you don't have a football team? Big East doesn't. It's basketball only. Well, guess what? Guess who's going to benefit from that? So, in theory, the Big East basketball schools could spend the whole $20 million on just basketball, and they probably will, or a good part of it. Now, I would think Gino will get a cut of that action at UConn because their girls' basketball team is pretty dadgum good, as you well know. They won the national championship. But, again, it goes back to if you're a non-football school, then all that money goes into the other sports. So there again, if you are a basketball player, you're going to go to the school that doesn't have football because you're getting a chance to make more money. See where this is going? It's all over the road. So the other loser of this, in my opinion, will be the non-revenue sports. Now, you're not going to tell me that Tom Taylor, the swimmer, is going to get as much money, or more money, or at least as much as Tom Taylor, the football player or the basketball player. It ain't going to happen. They can tell you that, but it's smoke and mirrors. It ain't going to happen. The ones that will get the money is the ones generating the revenue, a.k.a. the football team. It's real simple. It's the bell cow. It's the bell cow around here. You can say what you want, but it's the moneymaker. All these schools depend on. That's why, in our case, Elizabethton, is upset when we have 4 home football games. So we got to fund the athletic program for all intents and purposes with 4 home football game gates. That's why last year we got Helene. We had to go back to Cherokee, play on a Sunday, and you had this over here happening. You had to play your game with Kermit Tipton. That DB game that killed the money gate on that DB game. We had to play the other game with Sullivan East, so we took a hit at Elizabethton. So the bell cow in high school sports is high school football. That's the big money money gate sport, rather. Well, so it is in college. So the non-revenue sports, they ain't going to get the money. I don't care what anybody says. You'll have to show me on paper how the guy that's a swimmer or a volleyball player or a wrestler or a baseball player, pick a sport other than football, is going to get the kind of money the football guys are going to get. Because it said right here in the paper, in the article, 70% of the $20 million is going to go to football players. Then you have attorneys for the Title IX girls going, wait a minute. Here's Michelle right here. I'm going to use her. She's a hot rod ball player. Michelle says, wait a minute. I'm All-American in basketball. Where's my money? So I'm telling you, it's going to be wild. Just sit back and watch it unfold. You know who's going to benefit from all this? The attorneys. Attorneys going to benefit from this in a big time way. There's going to be lawsuits flying. So, and then again, if you're a smaller school in the AAC that can't compete with the big boys, you're going to lose all these athletes in the transfer portal because they're going to go to a school that's got more money to distribute because they're bigger school and got more TV rights. It's a domino effect. So maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. So I've watched this and kind of studied a little bit and thinking it's just common sense. So you're going to go where the money's at. And they've made it that point where, you've heard anybody talk lately about majors or grade point average? What are you going to major in? Nobody ever brings it up. It's right here. What are you going to make? What kind of money can I get? And grade point average? Are you going to tell me these guys making the kind of money, and ladies, making the kind of money they even go to class? They don't go to class. I'd be shocked. I'd love to see the attendance roll. These guys making this big money. 8 o'clock on a Monday morning, they're going to roll out of bed and go to, when you're making $3 or $4 million playing football, they're going to go to class? No. I didn't make anything. I didn't go to class. I laid out more than went most of the time. Not most of the time. Some of the time. It was snowing up in Marshall on a Monday morning and pouring down the snow. I'm thinking, my 8 o'clock class? Nah, probably not. I'll catch up and get the crib notes from somebody else. I ain't going. So, anyway, it is what it is. So, I think it's a very sad state of affairs, and so, but it's, the barn door's been open with transfer portal and NIL. Now it's real open with this brand new ruling. It goes into effect July 1st. It ain't going to go back. You can't reverse this one out. But the two richest conferences will get more money will be the Big Ten and the SEC, and all the bigger, better athletes are going to start going to those schools. They are anyway, but they definitely are now because the money's there. Seems real simple to me. It ain't rocket science. How's your car insurance? How's your auto insurance? How's your homeowner's insurance? My man takes care of me. He does it and does it great. The number one horseman agent in the country. It's right here in Elizabethton. Not in the country. Number one agent out of, I think he said 2,000 agents or thereabouts is Rick Walters Horseman Insurance. Do you know what you have in your, how about this? Do you know what you have in your automobile coverage? I mean, do you know what your comp is? Do you have a rental car? Do you have uninsured motor vehicle policy or on your policy? Somebody plows into you and has no insurance. You got it covered. Why don't you let him tell you what he can do you for and help you out right here on the Tom Dooley Sports Show?
Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher and educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'll be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Dooley Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters, Horace Mann Insurance.
If you're not happy with your insurance, I suggest that you would call him. So if you're not happy with your insurance, I would suggest you call him because it'd be worth the call. I'm telling you, it'd save me a lot. So appreciate him bunches. Our buddy Rick Walters, which is right up the street here where we're sitting over the shoulder, 2 minutes away on Hudson Drive here in Elizabethton. Here's the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross in closing here. This is true, too. You can look back at your life. God is a connected God. He is moving people, moving parts, moving things all the time. Behind the scenes, moving people and situations in and out of our lives because he knows best who and what we need in our lives. He does. I can tell you, and I may do that here, how I'm wound up in Chick-fil-A. All that to ultimately bring glory and honor to him, to us. We don't always understand why things happen, but this is where he teaches us to simply trust him. Ecclesiastes 11:5 says, as you do not know the path of the wind, and we don't watch the wind outside here, you don't know the path of the wind, or how the body is formed in the mother's womb, so you cannot understand the work of God, the maker of all things. He says in the book of Isaiah, says, my ways not your ways. You're not going to know what I'm doing. I don't. So things happen, don't know why. We are to trust him with all of our heart. Lean not on our own understanding, not trying to figure it out. In all our ways, acknowledge him, and he's going to direct our paths, and he does. I'm living proof of that. Took me a long time to figure that out. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 is that verse. So thank you, Lord Jesus, for loving us enough to lead us. So there you go. So I tried it my way, and so things have happened in my life, so connect to God. So, where do I start? I go back to meeting Tim Birchfield? No. Yeah, I met Tim Birchfield. And Tim Birchfield introduced me to a guy one day named Tommy Tipton. Tommy Tipton said, why don't you come do your show you're doing at Chick-fil-A, do it over here in Elizabeth. I was okay. So, through a process, that's how it works. Rick Walters met him at a T.A. Duggar football game. Doing the sound as if they're calling the ball game. He's doing the sound, met him, connect the dot. Now he's my insurance agent. He's one of my sponsors. It goes on and on and on. Big Ed Moore at Food City 22 years ago ran into Ed. Ed said, Tom, won't you come by and do a show, bring your show on Friday to Food City and promote what's going on in our store. Didn't know Ed Moore from Adam Southcat when I met him. He was running the Eastman Road store in Kingsport. We're into our 22nd year of doing Food City Fridays because he put me in Ed Moore's path, and I met Ed Moore, the late Ed Moore, and the rest is history. So he is a connecting. If you're married, or you're dating someone, how did you meet them? What's the connection? Well, how many people I met somebody on a blind date? Well, I was dating his roommate or her roommate, and she was sick, couldn't go, so I kind of hung out with her, and the rest is history. Connecting the dots all the time. You meet people, run into people, and this is how it works. So he is a connected dot God, no question. So Ecclesiastes 11:5, it's a good one. I think I'll read that verse again to you one more time before we get out of here. That's a really good one. We don't know about the wind. Let's see here. Let's bring this up. There you go. As you do not know the path of the wind, or how the body is formed in the mother's womb, we don't. So you cannot understand the work of God, the maker of all things. It's a really cool verse because we don't. So, don't know. So, but it happens. Good way to end it. Thanks for being on the show. Back tomorrow will be at the Jeweler's Bench. Father's Day is coming up on Sunday. Make sure you don't forget Dad. We've got some great gift-giving ideas from the Jeweler's Bench. Will be there tomorrow for Dad. We've got crosses and watches and bracelets and pocket watches. They sell knives. They got all kinds of cool things for Dad for Father's Day coming up. We'll be there tomorrow with Sherry and John. Wednesday we'll be at Cannon's Furniture. They got a Father's Day sale going on right now at Cannon's downtown. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Thursday we'll be at the Duck Crossing Antique Store, and then Friday we'll wrap it up at Food City on a Food City Friday. Out of time, we sincerely thank you, viewers. Thanks for being with us. Thanks again for stopping by, being on the show. Andrea DeMoss from Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors. And so till we greet you tomorrow at 11 o'clock from the Jeweler's Bench here in Elizabeth. And we'll tell you, as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2,304th show today from Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, where tomorrow it's the dips and sips. You want to come by tomorrow, it's 5 to 7. It's free to everybody. Get to sample the peach milkshake, the peach frosted lemonade, the pineapple dragon fruit lemonade, and also they're showcasing the chicken strips this month with all the sauces. You can vote for your favorite sauce tomorrow night. It's going to be really cool. Got a lot of cool things going on, summer activities, and got some neat things, some giveaways tomorrow night. It's all free from 5 to 7 here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth and tomorrow. See you back here tomorrow again at Jeweler's Bench. As we said, closing it out, bloom where you're planted and win or lose.